Afternoon, welcome to Northwest Native Tracker, channel that explores fresh Bigfoot evidence, ground spore, and native lore. Something that you might find, this is a behavior that Jen, the Oma female, did on our ranch. You'll find complete bird nests. I'm going to carefully pick this one up, show you that the bottom's been basically removed. And you can see where there are fingerprints, something with hands, picked eggs out of here, or babies, squabs. There's also a small track coming up, and the location where the nest was removed from is right there. So something that Jen would do, she'd walk along, she'd pick a nest up, put it in her hand, take the eggs out, or the babies, she'd eat, the eggs and the babies. Then she'd just place the nest on the ground, wherever she pulled it off a branch, much like this. So this is a type of feeding behavior you will run across, and this is right next to a stream, and across the streamway there is a new broken marker right there. It's freshly snapped. It wasn't that way a couple of weeks ago, last time I was down here. And there is a new, looks like X going on right here. That's new. So, fresh foraging evidence. And this is something that we were also taught about as natives. When you start finding bird nests that are picked out of trees, you're not dealing with, a normal predator. You're not dealing, especially, with the fingerprint evidence, the finger divots present. This was a little smaller than I. So it was probably an adult that picked the nest out of the tree and handed it to a younger juvenile, a baby maybe even. Somebody smaller than me, maybe 5 foot tall, ate the eggs or whatever babies were in there. It was normal behavior. This is something we knew about as part of their foraging tactics. And we knew a lot, natives used to know a lot about the different Bigfoot and different cryptids and their foraging tactics. This is pretty common for Oma and Guanche to do. Oma look like big chimpanzees. They've got a rounder head. And then, Guanche look like Patty. They look far more like a gorilla, but still just primordial human in the face. 8 to 10 feet in height, depending if they're male or female on average. And they're both black-haired, and they do both have pelts instead of chimpanzee-style hair. They've got an undercoat with guard hairs. Is what I'm talking about for fur structure, hair structure. And I've witnessed that firsthand. I'm aware of that because I was around an Oma female for 4.5 years, 5 years, and then Guanche, her husband, for another couple of years, or another year. I got to see their hair structure up close. It looks like there's also a potential sit back here. Yeah, a little bit of a trail up in the stream bed and a little bit of a sit right there. I think there is a structure around here too. I noticed further down the waterway, so I'll have to go find that. Driving in, I noticed it. So this is the sort of thing that, we remain aware of as native children. If you're out foraging and you find this sort of ground evidence, you start looking for tracks. If you find what's foraging there, it's something tall, you may not want to be there. So this sort of thing is something that was once common knowledge, common understanding. Not so much anymore. But it was Grandma's lore. It was my mother's lore. And, this was stuff I got to see a lot as a child. This is normal foraging evidence for some of them. Along with the, getting anything that's a ground varmint like a vole or, rats, mice, that sort of thing. It's very, very normal behavior. So, if you would like to see more of me out and about, other than just in this valley, get me on the road. I'd much appreciate the help getting there. I'd love to be able to revisit some of the old lore areas I was trained in and show you more in-depth behaviors and more related behaviors to specific types of cryptids out there. So you have a more clarified delineation of the different types of behaviors and the reasons why they're there. Anyhow, you can find me over on Patreon. I'm going to be putting up more kanji. And you can also find me at GoFundMe with Fund Northwest Native Trackers, Bigfoot Expeditions. I'm hoping to tour the West Coast in the next couple of years and revisit those sites. So thank you, everyone. If you like the content and you're interested in seeing more, please like, share, recommend the channel to anybody that you feel might be interested. Have a great day, and thank you very much.